Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake, and I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. Yes, I do. Well, it is the 14th of May. It is a Wednesday, so it's hump day, and it is raining out there. We've got a thunderstorm, or several thunderstorms, rolling through. Oh my goodness. Like it's just, mm, yes, yes, yes. So, anyways, no bike ride for today, but I did go yesterday. So I was really happy about that. It's very dark in here, but this rain here, I think by noon, 1 o'clock, they said it's going to start to clear out. So it will get lighter here. So I am working on my sewing gnome. And yes, I do have my light here. I am sorry that if that is too bright for you. Maybe what I can do is I can put this down here a little bit. There. Okay. And then it's not, but there is I think you got Shadows of the Ring or something. And I can't do anything about that. Oh, no, right there. Oh, thunder boomers. Oh my goodness. That is just, yeah. Mind you, we need the rain too, because it's so dry in the bush. And we get a lot of grass fires. Yeah. So yeah. So it does look a little bit more dark here. Hi Jonah. What you doing, my Jonah boy? And of course, Jonah boy is down here and Ruthie is over here. Yes, Jonah. What you doing, my Jonah? He's usually not bothered by the storms outside, but I think he's kind of bothered about it a little bit. Jonah. So anyway, yeah, that's Jonah. See, there he is. There he is. There's that boy. There's that mama's big boy. Yeah. Jonah's an old boy. He he's about 14 or so. Oh no. No, no, no. And don't drool. He has a tendency to drool. Mm? Yeah. There's my boy. Okay, come on, go down. I'm sorry, but you gotta go down. Yeah. So, like I said, I went for my bike ride yesterday. I went to mail off those 3 packages. And it really wasn't as expensive as I thought it might have been. It was still expensive. But, and Marcia, the one that's going to you, I thought I had gotten up to 5 kgs in the box. I was only at like 1.2 or something kgs, 1,200 grams. So I had a long way to go, but I couldn't stuff anything more in there. So, but at least they're gone. And Marcia, you should have yours, I would imagine, by Friday. So, because that goes express post. And, yeah. And the other 2, I have no idea, but just let me know when it arrives. And that. So, Now, Saturday, there will be a live from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. And the reason why it's Saturday is because Father Paul is coming on Sunday. Yeah. So I ended up finishing my audiobook yesterday from Dean Koontz. And the third book in the series, nobody seems to have it as an audiobook. I mean, yes, they have it on Audible, but no. Oh, and that's Ruthie. She's just over here. Hey, my girl. Hey, my girl. And so I might have to wait and get it from Audible with my free credit. How can it be free when you pay for it, right? So anyway, I went through and I was looking, and I first started off with the Circle of Caerduin. And I had actually read the books by Octavia Randolph. They're very good if you love history and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So, but now that I have trouble reading, I like the audiobooks. Well, I tried it again. I don't know. Maybe it is that I'm not quite in the mood for it. I don't know. Could be the narrator. I don't know. I have no idea. So, anyways, I put that one aside. And I looked at a few others that I had on Audible. And then I looked in the library, and they had, what's it called? The Infinity Engines. I hope I got that right. And it's actually pretty good. I don't think I would have read it as a book, but listening to it is really good. So I started it yesterday. There's, I think, 5 in the series, perhaps 6 in the series, and they're long books. So, and the library seems to have them all. So I can borrow it. I don't have to pay for it. So I did go to the library yesterday to see if they could get book 3 from Dean Koontz's book, Jane Hawk series. So she said, oh yeah, she says, I can get it for you. She says, you're on the wait list. And I thought, okay, because I had asked her for audiobooks. And then she said, well, I'll let you know when it comes in. And I said, you do know that this is for an audiobook, right? She said, oh, you don't want the actual book? And I said, no. And she said, well, can you read large print? And I said, it doesn't matter. I said, the words start to swim and move, and I miss where I'm at, and my brain can't keep up to, what's happening in the book, and I lose a lot. But audiobooks, I can follow along really well. So I said, no. I said, I'll just have to wait and see if I can get it. Anyway, so then this morning I got a notification from the library that the first book in A Discovery of Witches is available by Deborah Harkness. Now, I tried reading that when it first came out because everybody was goo-gooing and gagaing over it. And I thought, and my friend Pat at the time said, "Oh, you gotta read this. You gotta read this. It's really good." I just could not wrap my mind around it. And so anyways, now the audiobook is available. I think there's either 3 or 4 in the series. So I haven't started it, but I'm going to start it here this morning. There's not much else to do. So I'm going to listen to that. And yeah. So I briefly got up to 949 subscribers. I was thinking, oh, one more, and I get to 950. I dropped down this morning to 948. And sometimes that is, the people decide, nah. And, like a lot of YouTubers will get like 20, 30 in a day. So they don't worry about the one that drops off, right? So anyway, but for me as a small channel, it does. So I was a little disappointed, but it is what it is. But yeah. So there's been several channels that I've been watching, and one of them is I Stitch Birds. And she does it as a question mark. I Stitch Birds. So she's very good. She's from Australia. And the other one is Dark X Stitch. Like, oh my gosh, that woman can stitch. Oh, she hasn't posted a video in a little bit, like in a week or more than a week. But I'm sure she's going to post some more. And yesterday I watched Stitching Mommy. And then this morning I watched Globe Trotting Stitcher. But there was just something about it that just didn't call to me. It was just something. I mean, you may find it really nice, and that's okay. So it's just like, many people don't like what I do, and that's okay. But if you do, and you happen to be here, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment if you are able to. And yeah, it's I cover all kinds of things. I talk about stitching. I talk about life in general, what it's like to live here in South Central Manitoba, which is in Canada. And I'm about an hour and a half north of Winnipeg. 2 hours to get right into the city, but hour and a half. And so yeah, so I'm a country girl. I grew up in a very small town in Ontario, and that was nice. Oh, come on. Oh, really? You're gonna do this to me? Oh, gosh. Okay. I'll put an end to that one for the moment. Now, I've been working on my Quaker flag, which is the challenge of for the month of May. And I don't know, I just got on a kick with it, and I've put treasure hunt just kind of aside for a little bit. I just need a little bit of breathing room from it. And because it's very intense working on that. So yesterday I put in 282 stitches, and this is how far I got. So now I'm working on this block. So right over, I believe it's starting right here, it's white. I believe it is. There could be another, but I don't think so. I think this is where the white starts, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, this is where I'm at. It's going along really well. I love using this variegated thread. I think it just adds to something, adds to whatever it is that you're working on. And please remember that when you use variegated threads, you don't want to use it for everything, because then it loses that special quality. So if you change, colors in something, just pick one and do it like that. Now, I wouldn't do the white in variegated, even if it was white and gray and all that kind of stuff, because to me, that's not the main focus. The white is the background. The red is the focus for the Canadian Quaker flag. And this is by Vivsters. Oh, I hope I got that right. Vivsters. Vivsters. Okay. So I'm really happy about that. And right now, I have stitched a total of, on Quaker flag. Stitched a total of 3,034 stitches. I'm at 6.26% finished. Jonah, what are you doing here, my Jonah boy? I know he probably wants to get fed. And I'm going to have to go and do that after this video. Now, what was I looking for here? Hi, Jonah boy. That's 57. No, that's not on that one. Oh, gosh. On this one. Ow. No, it's not on that one. I don't know where it went to. Okay, well, we will try a different one. And I will go for, what's the green box here? Oh, I don't know if oh my gosh. Nope, not that one. No, okay. Let me find something else. The red circle. No, that's an orange circle. Find one here that I can get to easier. Okay. Oh, there we go. 45. Let's see if this is in here. Yeah. All right. No, it's still thundering out there. Oh, it's gotten dark again. Really dark here all of a sudden. So there's another thing going through. So it's the red circle. Is that the only one? Nope, there's more there. Okay. So this is I've got projects that I work on every other day, usually. So yesterday I worked on Lady in the Woods. And the reason why I do stamped is because it's easier to do when I'm doing my videos. And it because otherwise I get lost. And it just, let me just make sure. That was number 45. Oh, yeah, okay. Make sure I got the right one here. Oh, my goodness. I almost went to a different one. And, ooh. So, but, oh, yeah, I listened to The Whispering Room there. That was book 2. OMG. Oh, my goodness. If you really want an exciting female lead who just kicks butt throughout the entire book, there's 5 in the series, and it really, I mean, it's really, really good. So, yeah. So I would get that. It's Dean Koontz, Koontz, and it's the first book is The Silent Corner, and yeah. And perhaps maybe you can check at your library in your state or province, see if they have it as The Crooked Staircase. And maybe, just perhaps, maybe you'll let me join up. I'm not there, so I'll never take books out. The books will always get returned to you, to the library, because I only do audiobooks. And they know at the library that people do this. So, yeah. So I would love to get the 3rd, 4th, and then finally the 5th book. They are out in like Kindle. The 5th book is still, it's almost there. But I can't do them. My eyes swim. Like, I can do a short paragraph. But if it goes beyond that, she thought I was having trouble, like, with my ABCs, basically. And that's not where my problem lies. My problem lies with, it's almost like dyslexia. I don't know if I have dyslexia or not. I don't know if it has to do because of all the migraines I've had, the concussions I've had, the 2 brain tumors I've got, whatever it is, that, yeah, it could be anything, could be age related, oxygen deprivation. I don't know. I don't know. But Jonah, Jonah boy. He's sitting here. He's just waiting for me. You gotta wait a little bit longer, my boy. So I'm gonna work some more here on my Quaker flag. And like I said, that's the challenge for Jonah. I know you love me, and I know you're trying to tell me something, and probably because your food bowl is empty. He is. Look at how white he's gotten here. He's just so white. So white. Go. And so yeah, so I'll go and feed him. I have to clean the litter box out today too. I know he wants to go out, but he can't go out because of the rain. He jumped up on the table. Ah! Life happens. Jonah boy. Sorry about that. Now he's sitting here, he's looking right at me. You know, if you ever wonder if somebody's staring at you, he is. He's just trying to make his presence known. Like, don't forget about me. So I will do that. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And remember that there is a live on Saturday from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Yes, I love saying those 3 words. Once November comes around and we lose that, it's like, oh, no. No. I asked the lady at the post office if she's heard any rumblings there about postal strikes. And she said that she still kind of heard whispers about the 22nd of May. So I was happy to get those parcels out. I think it's terrible that they are doing this. Really, honest to goodness. Because this is causing, such turmoil with businesses. I mean, it was horrendous there in November and December last year. So they are doing this again because they were legislated back to work by the government, because small businesses and big businesses were crying foul. And a lot of people were not getting, like, no mail was moving. None. So, yeah. I hope I hope they go into arbitration and, duke it out there and keep the people working. I'm not a strike person. I'm just not. I don't like unions, and I don't, yeah, I don't like anything. And every time there's been a union and I've had to get the union involved, they've been just horrible. Like at work and that, just horrible. They just sit there passively and, oh, well, you know, the owner has, or your contract says this and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, you're supposed to be on my side, not on their side. Because I got injured and I was trying to get them to do something different. And of course, they blame me for the injury, which I guess most places would. Okay, I'm just finishing up this stitch here. And then I have this one done right here. Oh, I'm so looking forward to getting one of these done, either Gnome or Lady in the Woods. I just want one of them finished so that I can go on. I want to work on a lady. Well, coming up in June, the challenge is Joan Elliott. So you can work on whatever it is that you want from Joan Elliott if you choose to, right? Nobody's saying you have to. Nobody's holding you accountable for it. So I can't really show you this, and you can't really see it anyway. So may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Jonah, who's on the table. He's going to scratch and it's going to shake. And Ruthie, my girl, who's watching him. Yeah. And so I will be back on tomorrow doing an overhead again. And yeah, so I think that's it. So thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. Yes, I do. All right, everybody. I guess I will see you tomorrow. Toodle-oodles, everybody.